Okay, so I really have to say that the taste of the mixture of the dark grapes and the light grapes is fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, what was the story behind that?
Yeah, I mean, I just found that whatever I actually had, I just took.
Yeah.
It wasn't really like, you know, I don't think you should be elitist when you choose your grapes. I actually don't even know what kind of grapes they are. I just know, like, in a certain area of the garden is where my dog mostly poops and pee-pees. And then where the white grapes were right next to the street where all the cars drive. And I think it had a little bit to do with the pollution from the car oospoof mufflers, putting pollution into the air that brought that edgy feeling to the white grapes. So I think it's a combination of where my dog poops and pees and also the pollution from the cars in the street. And I think that it's a special situation. See, you can't achieve that in a vineyard.
No, you can't.
In a vineyard, you would never achieve that mixture. You would only achieve that in my backyard. That's what makes that wine special.
Yeah, it really is special. So, do you have a special kind of name for that? I mean, it's a very special flavor. It's amazing. It tastes amazing. If you would sell it, what kind of name would pop out of your mind right now?
Just spontaneously?
Yeah.
Rocky Poop PPS chemical car pollution wine. You would sell it.
Okay, so let's. I mean, to be honest, in the wine business, we have a lot of crazy names around. So what about the Rocky people?
Rocky Pee-Poo, but you have, I think that's negating part of the process is the cars driving on the street near the house. So Rocky Pee-Poo would be a good suggestion for someone that's not educated like you are. Like I am.
Yeah,
you can't really compare your wine knowledge to mine. But I would say Rocky Pee-Poo, but then we have to say Rocky Pee-Poo Oospoof.
Or just the Rocky Auspoof.
That's...
Or the Rocky Outcome. Rocky Out.
It can be. But let's talk about the color. So you see the
Yeah, the color is great.
The clarity, it's gorgeous actually. Also something we might need to discuss is I did boil the jars and things before, but I forgot to sanitize them. So there's always a risk of botulism. So, and botulism is a special swelling of the brain that could kill you. So if it doesn't...
Go ahead.
You don't really have to worry so much about the damage to your liver because actually the botulism from drinking this might just kill you first. And it's a special swelling of the brain and kind of a thing that would happen if you get botulism because I did boil these but not disinfect. So we'll see what happens.
That's great.
I just say, you know, I think it's an important skill to have if one should ever go to prison because if you know how to make... I mean, it's also, from where I come from, they call it hooch, moonshine, white lightning, well, red lightning.
Hoochie, yeah.
Yeah. It's an important skill to have if you should go to prison, if you know how to make alcohol out of yeast and fruit and sugar, it's a good skill to have. Because
that's really cool.
Who wants to go to prison and not be able to drink while you're there? It's kind of like going like New Year's Eve and saying, I'm going to have water.
Who should be in prison for what kind of reason? But I really have to say, if I would have to be in prison around Christmas Eve, I would enjoy your wine.
Thank you very much.
So thank you for the wine tasting.
My pleasure.
And thank you all for joining us. Bye.
Merry Christmas!
Merry
Christmas! Cheers!